Hey everybody, good morning. We are going to let a couple more people get in here before we start. All right, let's get going. Hey, welcome. It's good to see you. I have been MIA lately. Sorry. Savannah's walking this morning. Here she is. Savannah, say hi. Hi. Um, we, it's finally a nice day. It's been so hot lately. And so anyway, we're in the park. We're in the park today. We are going to get some exercise, mostly because I feel like I haven't been getting enough. And so my back is all tight and I think it's been giving me headaches. So anyway, it's good to be back and to kind of start getting back into a little bit of an exercise routine. Hang on, I gotta adjust this microphone. It is driving me nuts being right there. Well, I haven't even, oh, that's still in my line of sight. There we go. That's better. Um, I haven't even been on because, um, as you may remember, we were going through a pretty stressful time with Matt's mom. She's doing better now. She's not on hospice, so that's good. Mando is healing up, although he's not eating very much. I'd like him to eat more, but he lost about 40 pounds. And so, um, anyway, I'd just like him to be better. I have been offline, for a few weeks. So I haven't talked to Mary and them either. So hopefully they'll see that we're on and get back here with us. Um, but it just kind of like, there was this like incident. Um, yes, I agree with A. He's asking if Sam or Paul join the live. Please update about Mary. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, there was an incident where someone was being inappropriate on the live, and it wigged me out and stressed me out. And I thought, why am I even doing this? People are disgusting. And that just kind of hit. Normally, I wouldn't care so much, but it just kind of hit at a time when I was already super stressed out from my mother-in-law being sick and our dog being sick and school starting and all the things. So anyway, I was just like, I don't want to do this. People are going to be disgusting. So I stopped. Plus, I think I just needed a break. But I feel like things are better now and life is calming down. So we're going to start hanging out again, which I have been looking forward to and thinking about a lot. So, anyway, how are you guys? Hi, welcome to the chat. How are you all doing? I started a new job at the school. So, an hour before pickup, I get to go in and supervise study hall for probably about 50 kids at a time. And it's very easy. Basically, my job is to just keep them quiet and have them do their homework. So, I'm excited about that. Because my overall goal is eventually when Savannah's in school full time, I want to be able to hopefully get a job at the school as like a receptionist or secretary or something, just something easy, so that I can be on their same schedule and still making money, because that's basically the only job that would work and be around the kids' school schedule. So that is what I am looking for. But it's so nice to finally be back at the park and enjoying the weather. We have not had weather. I mean, it's mid-August now, so that's not abnormal. And it's summertime, so it's going to be hot and humid. But this is a welcome reprieve, I'll say that, to being able to basically not being able to be outside. And I think Savannah has really missed these walks as well. But anyway, today she and I are going to go home, and hopefully while she gets her nap, I am going to be picking bagworms off of my arborvitae trees because it has been, whew, yuck, sewage smell. Hang on. That's really strong. Whew. My trees have been infested with bagworms, and they're killing them. And so I did some research, and basically at this point, there's not a whole lot I can do except picking them off by hand. If anybody else has any tips, please let me know, because I want to save my trees. I have a spruce tree that I'm pretty sure is going to be dead. So anyway, the research that I read shows okay, so the bagworms, they start as caterpillars in the spring, and they basically they defoliate your trees. And I should have been more on top of this, but I wasn't. And so they're eating, all the leaves, and not only that, but the females, they make their bags as kind of like their protective, it's not a cocoon, but like it's a protective bag for them, basically. And once they get to that stage, Olivia, hi, welcome. Once they get to that stage, you basically can't spray them to kill them. So in the spring, you have to either spray them or, oh, sorry, that's really loud, guys, sorry. You either have to spray them or put down this stuff around the base of the tree where what I assume happens is that maybe it seeps into the soil, and then that is kind of taken up by the roots, and then it's kind of like a systemic pesticide is what I think might be happening with that. And that's supposed to kill them, which I need, because I'm going to lose some really big trees if I can't get this under control, and I do not want that to happen. So anyway, I'm too late for that. I am going to do it in the spring, though, and basically remedy the situation, because these trees are, oh my goodness, like 8 years old, and they're already huge, and I just don't want to lose them. So anyway, at this stage in the game, the only thing I can do is pick off the bagworms by hand, because if I don't, the females will lay eggs in their sacs, and they will overwinter and start the cycle over again. And clearly, that is not what we want. So, excuse me. That's basically what I'm going to be doing for quite a few days, because I have noticed already that I can collect about not 1,000, like a Ziploc gallon bag full of these bagworms in 30 minutes. And there's still thousands up there. At least that's what it seems like. I'll have to take a video and show you guys how bad these bagworms are. But essentially, by picking them off by hand, I'm going to be able to basically reduce the population of them in my soil, because they won't be there. Their eggs won't hatch because they simply won't be there. So then we should be good. But Anyway, it just feels so relaxing and nice to finally be outside. Um, and it's cool. It's not humid. It's just, I think this is going to be a good day. So, and Matt's home from work today. So hopefully we can hang out and spend some time together, and he can keep Savannah while I go to work at the school. So anyway, what are you guys doing? How are you? And what have you been up to? I'll spin you guys around. You can see a little bit about what we see. See if I can tilt you up a little bit. There you go. That's a little better. Might be a little bumpy. Forgive me. We're on a sidewalk, so hopefully that doesn't make anybody sick. I have missed this, just being outside. It's been so hot lately, we just couldn't. It was so bad, you're outside for less than 5 minutes and you're drenched in sweat, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you know, you need it, but it could just be, it felt a little excessive. I'll just put it that way. Good morning. Nice day for a walk.
Yes, it is.
I like your puppy. So, A, if you're still here, what have you been up to? M, Olivia, what are you guys up to? Woo. I've got my protein and collagen coffee. I've been making it at home lately because I've noticed that the quality is better when I do it. And plus then I can add my protein and collagen to it. And so that has been really nice and been saving a lot of money that way. And I've been trying to think of other ways to save money too, because, you know, like energy prices are totally out of control. And I had been, well, still am. I have been really watching our electricity usage. But Ameren has raised their prices so significantly that on the old prices, it's like we're using the max amount of power in our house and then some. So for example, I am on a program where I can see what the cost of the electricity is going to be for that day, and after 5:30 I can see it for the next day. And so I'm very mindful of that, and I literally check it every day. And what I can also see on our Ameren app is like the cost per day and what our average daily cost is. And what I noticed is that prior to, this is cute, they must have redone the sidewalk because there's these little paw prints in it. I don't know, let me see if I can turn you guys around. You can see this, it's adorable. Can you see like right here? It's a bunch of little paw prints. It's adorable. Anyway, so our average daily cost, I had it down to like $19, $20 a day for our house, which is pretty significant considering the size of the house. But now, no matter what I do, even though our usage you could consider the same or even less, because when it gets over a certain price, I shut off the air conditioning to the whole house and we just deal with it while the prices are high. And this morning I checked our average daily cost and it's $36, which is the highest it has been. And that is frustrating to me because we've had heat waves and I have literally turned off the air conditioning to the house. I have said I've unplugged the kids' computers, so they're not sucking power. I am mindful to not use the dryer. I use the clothesline. I don't use the dishwasher during these peak times. And it's up $16 a day. And it's because of their rate increase, which feels totally criminal to me. People have commented that their power bills have doubled. And I know that it would be more if I hadn't done those things. But to be honest, it feels like, why am I even doing it? Because they're still screwing us over. And it's so frustrating. Like, I don't know. These green policies, I truly, truly believed, and you can disagree with me if you want, and I'm not here to debate. All I know is my experience. But these green policies have hurt regular people more than they've helped anybody, except by making people, like certain people, more wealthy. The ones who get to screw everybody over. That's my honest opinion. Because they want everybody to lower their energy use. Well, I do. I actually do. And we still get screwed over. So don't tell me that that's helping anybody except the people who own these green energy companies. Oh, and Ameren. I'm sure it's helping them. They don't care. And I told my husband this, I used to be like happy to be an Ameren customer. I felt like they were always on top of it when there was an outage. Their rates were decent. I generally felt happy to be a customer of theirs. Yeah, we've got a good power company. I don't feel that way anymore. They said their excuse, rather, was that they didn't get a good rate during the energy auction. And that's why they've had to increase everybody's power bills. Well, okay. You know what I do know is that in 2021, the Illinois General Assembly passed a bill called the Climate and Equitable Jobs Act. And hang on one second. Morning. Anyway, it's called the Climate and Equitable Jobs Act. And basically, what that did was eliminated most of our coal power plants in Illinois. And all of them are slated to be gone, actually, I think by this year. And because Illinois wants to be 100% green energy. Okay, well, since we got rid of our coal power plants and a lot of our nuclear power, okay, and we're trying to go solar and we're trying to go windmill, you know, all these things. Illinois basically doesn't produce its own power anymore. And because of that, we have to buy our power from other states. Okay, well, when you're buying your power from other states and having it being brought over, of course it's going to cost more. You know, so what did they think was going to happen? And now, not only that, I just shared on my personal Facebook page that Ameren is asking the ICC to be able to hike our natural gas prices. Okay? They're making it unsustainable for regular people to live at all. And it's so frustrating. You know, I can only think about people who, you know, aren't as well off as we are. Single parents, elderly, people who can't find a job. They got to keep the power on. In winter, they got to keep the heat on. You got to keep the cool on in the summer as best you can. This is killing regular people. It's not sustainable. People cannot afford it. And they're wanting to get rid of our natural gas plants by, I think it said 2035. This is not helping the citizens of Illinois. It's crushing us. Anyway, we're supposed to be 100% clean energy by 2050. We can't afford it. Literally cannot afford it. You know, and my husband has a good job. We have rental property that I manage, and I do a good job with my tenants and take care of them, take care of my properties. I don't let things be broken. So, just like most Americans, we bust our butts to take care of our families and do well. But they're crushing us. They're crushing us in taxes. They're crushing us in energy. They're crushing us, well, in food, really. You know, we do not qualify for any type of assistance, nor would I take it, because I feel like assistance is for people who truly need it. And we don't. We do our best, you know, to take care of our kids and our own family and to get by. And we do things to be frugal and make decisions on how we can best take care of our own family. But I mean, this is another thing. This is another rant I have. I feel like people who could work, who truly could, and they get assistance for like food programs and things like that. And they're going to Costco and they're spending $1,000 and then they're posting their Costco haul for themselves and their kids. We get no assistance. And Again, I'm not asking for assistance. We take care of our own. But you sit there and you post your $1,000 Costco haul. I can't afford to do that. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's nice. My tax dollars paid for that. You're welcome. Meanwhile, I need to make sure that we are staying within our budget. And it's hard when the price of everything else is going up. So anyway, that's my rant. I guess I've been on here for 26 minutes grouching at the world when I should be enjoying this nice weather and this sunshine. Because I have one more lap around the park. Savannah's already having her nap, which is what I was trying to avoid by taking her on her walk now, because I wanted to get home and pick bagworms off the trees, which I could still do because Matt's home, so he could watch her, I guess. But I have one more lap around the park before we need to go, and I'll have walked my 2 miles. And so yeah. Anyway, what are you guys up to? Talk to me. Got some dogs coming. I like dogs. Mando's getting so much better. He lost 40 pounds, you guys. He lost 40 pounds while he was sick. And I'm just trying to get him to eat now and to do well. Hi. Good morning. Good dogs. Thank you. He lost 40 pounds due to his sickness. And so now he's down to 100 pounds. And his hip bones and his backbone are just kind of showing a little bit. And if I'm honest, it stresses me out. It stresses me out to see him like that. Plus, we had to shave him, so he looks even more thin due to that. I guess what I should say is you can see how thin he's actually getting because he doesn't have his huge fluffy coat. And anyway, so I've just been wanting him to eat more. And yesterday I bought him a bunch of canned food to try to tempt him to eat more. And we're just going to have to see what happens because we've already spent thousands of dollars on this dog. And I mean, we just can't spend more. And we've done all the tests. Everything says he's fine. The only thing I can think of is that it's been too hot, so maybe he will start eating more now that it's cooler. We've got about a week of cooler weather, which I'm so thankful for. Ooh, goodness. And then just him recovering. And I got to remember, he's not going to gain his weight back overnight, Like, it's going to take some time. And I guess so long as he's eating, even if it's not as much as I'd like to see him eat, because it's like, I want him to just, like, poof back up. And he's not going to do that. So long as he does that, I guess, that's all I can ask for. But anyway, I don't know. All right, well, I have been on here for just about 30 minutes, so I am going to get off here and enjoy my last lap around. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It's really nice to have people to talk to on these walks. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for hanging out, and I will chat with you later. Bye-bye.